Hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Hurry up, darling, you're going to be very late.
Coming! Darling, I'm so worried about leaving you on your own all weekend.
Oh, don't worry, I'll be fine, I told you.
Oh, but you're hopeless at looking after yourself.
Oh, you've left enough food in the fridge to feed the Foreign Legion.
Oh, it's only frozen cannelloni and things.
I love cannelloni.
I know, but...
Now do get a move on. You've over an hour's drive and, well, you know how your mother panics if anyone's a minute late.
Are you sure you can't come with me?
Quite sure. She's much happier seeing you on your own. Besides, I can get some work done this weekend. Now get a move on.
Well, will you bring my case down for me while I check you've got everything you need?
I'm quite capable of defrosting cannelloni, you know.
I'll get it. Go on.
Right.
Hello. The what agency? Bon appetit, who are you? Tonight? I don't know anything. Yes, that's me. Oh, I see. My husband, did he indeed? She's leaving now. Suzette. Fine. I'll tell him thank you so much.
Who's that?
The Bon Appetit Catering Agency.
Ah, fine.
Just phoning to say that their girl is on her way.
I see.
Her name is Suzette.
Suzette.
And everything's arranged for this evening.
Yeah, well, perhaps I'd better explain.
Perhaps you had.
You see, I'm not going to be entirely, absolutely, totally on my own this weekend after all.
Really?
No.
And who is she?
No, my sweet. Don't get the wrong idea. Robert phoned yesterday.
Robert?
Yes, he's just back from Hong Kong and, well, he was at a loose end. And
Which Robert?
The Robert. My oldest friend, Robert. Our best man, Robert.
Robert is coming here.
Yes, I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to start changing plans for our sake. I mean, we'll be fine on our own.
Robert is coming here and you didn't tell me?
Well, he only phoned yesterday, sweetheart, and I didn't want you to start changing plans. I mean, that's why I hired the agency. Bit extravagant, I know, but,
He's staying the weekend?
well, tonight and tomorrow, yes.
When's he arriving?
Well, soon. He's coming down by train. He's going to phone from the station.
I see.
So you mustn't change your plans, darling. You go off and give your mother a nice weekend, and Robert and I can have a good old-fashioned bachelor time together. It's all organised.
So it appears.
Yeah. You must hurry, darling. I'll get the car out for you.
Robert? Robert, where are you at the station? Robert, he's only just told me you were coming. Why didn't you call me? Well, they do have phones in Hong Kong. Oh, Lord, my angel, I don't know what I can do. How long will you be? Yes, it's a 2-minute taxi ride. Yes. Oh, well, leave it with me. I'll try and think of something. Oh, I love you too, my precious. Don't worry. Well, I wouldn't miss the chance of a whole weekend with you. Get here as soon as you can. Mother, it's me. No, I haven't left yet, Mother, but you see, I think I've got a touch of flu. Yes, I was so looking forward to coming, my dear, but I really don't feel up to it. Maybe we should make it next weekend. Oh, yes, I'm sure I'll be better by then. I'm so sorry to disappoint you, but I promise I'll get over next weekend. Yes, bye, Mother.
The car's outside, darling. I'll just...
That was Mother on the phone.
Your mother?
She's got the flu.
What?
She's not well, so I've put it off till next week.
Next week?
Yes, isn't that nice? So I can see Robert after all.
Yeah, but you can't. I mean, we...
It's all right, darling. I won't get in the way of your bachelor reminiscences.
Oh, you must go and look after her. I mean, an old lady who flew like that.
Oh, she's got Sophie next door looking after. Practically ordered me not to come.
But...
It's fine. It'll be lovely. I can look after you both now. We'll have a lovely time. I better phone that agency and tell them there'll be one more.
No, don't call them.
But they'll want to know we're three now.
They know already. I mean, I told them that we would supply the food, so it doesn't matter how many there are.
You're going to give Robert frozen cannelloni?
No, I was going to go to the village and pick up something special.
Fine, we can do that now, no problem.
Yeah, no, I just...
What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm delighted. It's just...
Is there something you haven't told me?
No. I've just got to get used to the different plan, that's all.
Right, well, will you take my case back upstairs for me while I get things ready in the kitchen for the girl?
Yes. Right. Are you sure that your mother doesn't need you?
Quite sure.
Oh, good.
What? What? By the way,
Yes.
Robert phoned too. He's on his way.
Oh, good. Oh, God.
Darling. Thank God you're still here.
Wild horses wouldn't move me.
Where's Bernard?
Upstairs.
Where's your mother?
In bed with Flu.
Oh, where are you tonight?
In bed with you.
My angel.
Oh.
This is crazy, you know.
Oh, and he invited you, not me.
We'll have to be so careful.
Oh, I'll find a way. Oh, I'm so glad I found out you were coming.
You're the only... I did. Oh.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, you're here.
Just.
Only just. How are you?
Oh, fine. How was Hong Kong?
Terrific. It's so good to see you both.
we
Thank
see-
you for having me, inviting me at such short notice.
Yeah, we see so little of you.
Far too little.
Well, that's nice. Lovely house.
Oh, yes, of course, you haven't seen it, have you?
No.
Bit small, but, well, ideal for weekends and less than 2 hours from Paris. Jacqueline did it all.
So attractive.
Yes, she has such an eye.
Beautiful eye.
Have you decided where he's sleeping, darling?
More or less.
You see, you could have that room over there, or this one here.
That room.
Are you sure? I mean, this...
Yes, that'll be fine.
Right, it's the cowshed.
What?
Oh, this used to be an old farm before we converted it. Yes, this was the main barn, and we're upstairs in the loft where the haymaking goes on. The kitchen is the old dairy with the dining room next door in the hen house, and the other spare room is the piggery.
I'm glad I didn't choose that.
No, this one's nicer. Lovely big bed.
Oh, lovely.
And don't lock your door tonight.
What?
Oh, we'll have to shop for more tonight.
Ah, yes.
I'll have to make a list. What were you planning for dinner?
Well, I hadn't really thought.
You had thought? Oh, we must plan a nice meal. Is this Suzette girl a good cook?
Well, cordon bleu, they say. And she serves it all and washes up afterwards.
Oh, you were going to do yourselves proud.
Yes, well, you know how Robert likes the little extras in life.
Yes. Well, you'll have to come with me.
With me? But you don't need me.
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, what for?
Well, to pay the bill.
Yes, but...
And carry the bags.
Ah, yeah.
And we better hurry. It's getting late.
Oh, God. Oh.
Very nice for a cowshed, I must say.
Quickly, Robert, we've got to think fast here.
Eh?
I need your help, old son.
What's wrong?
Have a drink.
Already?
You're going to need it. Usual, vodka and tonic.
Plenty of tonic, please.
Same old Robert. How long have we known each other, Robert? 15 years?
Must be.
don't see enough of each other.
No.
But that doesn't mean stop us remaining good friends, does it?
No, indeed.
That's why we know we can rely on each other in a crisis.
Certainly. What crisis?
Hold on to your hat, Robert.
My hat?
Yes. There's something you didn't know about this weekend.
What?
Jacqueline wasn't supposed to be here.
I know she... no, I didn't know that, no.
No, she was going to go and stay with her mother, much against her wishes.
Her mother's.
No, Jacqueline.
Why?
But she doesn't like leaving me on my own.
Ah!
But there's something she didn't know.
What?
I wasn't
You weren't what?
going to be on my own. Know why?
I was coming.
No, well, yes, but I mean, that came later. And, well, that didn't matter anyway, because that would provide a good alibi.
Alibi?
Yes.
What for?
For the reason that I wasn't going to be on my own.
Do you think you could elucidate a little?
Well, you see, Robert, some time ago I met this girl.
Really?
Yeah, superb. Model. Knockout.
Really?
Well, don't sound so surprised.
No, it's
I fell for her hook, line and sinker.
Really?
Yes, and she fell for me.
Really?
Please don't keep saying really like that.
Sorry.
The point is that Jacqueline was supposed to be away for the weekend, while Suzanne, that's the girl, was here.
Here?
Yes, it's her birthday, you see. It was all organised for a nice little celebration, and then the old buzzard got the flu.
The girl?
No, Jacqueline's mother.
Ah.
That's why Jacqueline's still here. You see, she couldn't go, and it's landed me right in it.
In what?
Oh, use your brains, Robert.
Yes, right.
She's coming here. I mean, she's going to be here at any moment.
I thought she had the flu.
The girl! The girl!
Oh, the girl!
She's coming down on the train. She's supposed to be on the same one you were on.
Really?
Yes, really.
I see.
But you didn't, did you?
What?
See her?
I don't know her.
Oh, you'd have known her if you'd have seen her. She's a knockout.
Really?
Yes.
You are right in it, aren't you?
Well, that's why I need your help, old Sam.
I help.
Yes.
Well, how can I help?
I want you to say she's yours.
My what?
Your mistress.
My...
Yes.
No.
Robert.
No.
Robert.
No!
Robert, why not?
Well, I've already got her. It wouldn't work.
Why not?
No, I can't. No, definitely not. It couldn't possibly work.
But it's the only way out.
Well, I've never even met her. I don't want to meet her. And even if I had met her, I couldn't just turn up with her. I mean, what would Jacqueline say?
Well, why should Jacqueline object?
Well, Jacqueline's my... I mean, she's...
You have a private life, haven't you? You have a perfect right to have a girlfriend.
Well, she knows I haven't got a girlfriend.
Yes, but you
I've
have...
never even mentioned a girlfriend.
Yes, as I say, you have a private life, haven't you?
That's my affair.
Exactly, and this is your affair. Who's to know?
Well, I'm to know. Jacqueline's to know. Jacqueline's mother's to know. No, I can't do it. I won't.
But you must. My marriage depends upon it.
Is that why you invited me here? As an alibi?
No, but just
But don't you think I'd have been somewhat in the way?
well, you wouldn't have been sharing the bed with us, old boy.
I'm so glad.
But anyway, when you phoned, I thought, well, why not? I mean, I'd love old Robert to meet her. She's a knockout.
So you said.
And it would stop the neighbours from talking.
Why?
Well, they think that she was with you too.
But she isn't.
Hello? Ah, Suzanne, my darling. Where are you? Still at the station. Yes, I'm sorry I'm not there to pick you up, but something a bit tricky has cropped up. Jacqueline's still here. No. It's all right. You don't need to go back to Paris. I've worked something out. It's all fixed.
No, it isn't.
Yes, you remember my friend Robert that I was telling you about?
No, she doesn't.
Yes, the one who's staying here too.
No, he isn't.
Yes, well, he's agreed to pretend that you're his girlfriend.
No, he hasn't.
Get off! It's all right, Angel, it's all right, it's all fixed. You just get a taxi and get back here as soon as you can, and when you arrive, Just pretend that you're with Robert and Jacqueline won't suspect a thing. There, bye-bye, Angel. There, all fixed.
No, no, no.
Yes, yes, it's all right. Bye-bye.
Oh.
There you are, all fixed.
I refuse. I absolutely, emphatically, and categorically refuse.
Why? Is it so much to ask my oldest friend to help me out of a jam?
It can't work. Now think about it.
Why not?
Well, a whole weekend pretending to be lovers when we've never even met. It can't. It couldn't possibly work.
Why?
Well, for one thing, why haven't we arrived together?
She missed the train and she's caught the next one.
For another, how is it I'll seem to know nothing about her?
Well, I'm taking Jacqueline off to the village,
Ah.
so it'll give you two time to get to know each other.
For another, why is it we don't sleep together?
You do.
Yeah. Well, for another, what?
You share the cowshed.
No, no, no.
Only temporarily, of course, until I arrive, and then you can trot off into the piggery.
I won't do it. Absolutely impossible.
And I thought you were a true friend.
I'm going back to Paris.
You can't.
I'm leaving now. Give Jacqueline my apologies. Tell her I've got an important business meeting I've just remembered. I've forgotten.
Well, all right, but I'll still have to tell Jacqueline that she's your mistress.
Why?
What else can I tell her?
Well, you can...
It's my only alibi.
Oh, no, it isn't.
And she's
You
going to
can...
be here any moment.
Well, you can...
All ready to rush into your arms.
No, I don't... Yes. Woodworm. Yes. We've got woodworm.
Are you trying to concuss them?
Yes. No. I'm leaving.
What?
I'm sorry. I've just remembered a very important business meeting. I must go back to Paris at once.
You can't.
Just what I told you.
I'm sorry, I must.
That's ridiculous.
Just what I said.
It was lovely to see you both again.
I forbid it.
So did I.
Belt up, you!
Tell her the truth, Robert.
Well, just be careful, or I might.
What?
He's ashamed, you see.
What about?
He won't bring it out into the open.
What? Bring what out?
I've told him to be honest about it.
What?
The great affair.
Oh,
Affair?
Yes. I know all about it.
You... what?
no.
He's told me, but he's too ashamed to speak about it in front of you. But seeing as how you're going to be here, we may as well have it in the open.
What have you told him?
I haven't told anybody anything.
Yes, you did.
What?
I
Don't
told
listen
him.
to him, Jacqueline.
Perfectly acceptable.
What?
Why do you deny she's your mistress?
I didn't say that.
He's so silly. I mean, we're all broad-minded here, aren't we? I mean, we weren't born yesterday, were we? I mean, there's nothing wrong these days in admitting such a thing, is there?
Well, if he's actually told you.
I didn't.
Yes, he did, and I told him that's perfectly acceptable. So why don't you admit it?
All right, I admit it.
You admit it, admit what?
She means, she admits she'd find it acceptable, that it's acceptable for me to admit it, after you'd find it acceptable that I admitted it to you.
Quite.
Acceptable.
Exactly.
Well, I must say I'm astonished.
No!
Why?
Well, that he should have told you.
Why?
No, not
Well,
that.
about him and
Susie?
Susie.
Yes, she's called Susie.
I'm going.
Tell her, Robert.
Who's called Susie?
She is. Tell her, Robert.
I must get back to Paris.
Who is?
She is.
Who is?
His mistress.
His what?
Come on, Robert, old man. Tell her the truth.
Your what?
I mean, why should Jacqueline object?
Your what? Is this true?
She's a model.
Some unbelievable.
Why?
He has a mistress
Yes.
called Susie
Yes.
who's coming for the weekend.
Yes.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's perfectly natural. I mean, you and I spent lots of weekends together before we were married.
They're getting married.
Oh, no, I didn't say that. They're just very good friends, and I told them that I'd be delighted to see them both for the weekend. And then when he knew you were going to be here, he got all silly about telling you.
I bet he did.
Why? You don't mind, do you?
No, what could I
don't-
possibly object to?
You don't object at all.
No, I don't object.
You're sounding a bit prudish, my darling.
Me? Prudish? Never. He can bring half the Folly Bergère for all I care.
There you are.
So, where is she, this Susie?
Oh, she missed the train that they were coming on, and she caught the next one. That was her on the phone just now.
Ah, had it all beautifully organised between you, didn't you?
Yes, had we known that you weren't going to the old buzz, I mean to your mother's, we'd have consulted you naturally.
Naturally. Terrific.
Ah. There, that wasn't so bad, was it? Jacqueline was fine about it. So you just sit down here and relax while we go off to the shops.
Can't I come
No,
with you?
no, you must be here to wait for Susie. You must be here to welcome her, mustn't he, darling?
Oh, yes. He must be here to welcome her. So, since this weekend is going to be a major social event, there are a few things I'll have to add to my list. Like rat poison and so on.
There, you see, that wasn't so bad, was it? So, I must say, she didn't take it quite as well as I'd expected. There's quite a moral side to Jacqueline underneath.
I need another drink.
Help yourself, old man. And you won't be doing that anymore, will you? I can rely on you to do your stuff, can't I, Robert?
Why not? It's poetic justice, I suppose.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. Get plenty of this stuff while you're out. It's going to be a long night.
Attaboy.
We'd better hurry. Is, Loverboy staying or going?
Oh, he's staying. He's going to telephone and cancel that appointment, aren't you, Robert? Let's go then.
Bastard! No wonder you didn't want me to know you were coming.
It's not what you think, Jackie.
Oh, then what is it?
Well, I can't explain right now, but just try to remember this. She won't be what she seems.
She's a transvestite.
No! It's simply that she's... I'm... He's... Oh, God!
Oh, he won't help you.
Oh, angel, listen.
Oh, don't angel me. Keep your angels for your Susie Floozy. Bastard!
Well, that's that.
Is this the right house?
It is.
Oh, good. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm Susie. Well, don't look so surprised. I know what you expected.
Not at all. I'm not at all surprised, no. You got here quickly.
I got a lift.
Oh, I see.
Are you going out?
Pardon?
You've got your hat on.
Oh, no, I am... how do you do? I'm Robert.
Robert?
Yeah, Bernard.
Ah, yes, the friend. You stay in the weekend?
That's right.
Yes, I know all about that.
Yes.
So, where
Oh, they've gone off to shop for dinner. They left me here to meet you.
Oh, good. Then you'd better show me what's what.
What's what?
Where everything is.
Oh, that can wait. It's much better that we get to know each other first.
Get to know each other.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, this is going to be one hell of an evening. We must be prepared.
Oh, don't worry about that, love. Leave everything to me. I can handle everything.
You can?
We told me on the phone what's needed.
Yes, but...
It's going to be quite a party then, is it?
Party isn't the word. Now his wife's here too.
His wife?
Yeah, well, yes, well, she should have been miles away by now, you see. She left things to the last minute.
Oh, I see. Well, wives usually turn up one way or another. Though, hey, things would be a lot easier for me if they didn't.
Yes, I'm sure.
They do get in the way, rather.
Yeah, so it would appear.
Well, don't worry about that. I can handle wives all right. I get on with them quite well, usually.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, I mean, you don't seem very worried by all this.
Oh, why should I be? This sort of an affair's a doddle for me.
You mean it's happened before?
Of course, it happens all the time. I've had to handle far more difficult occasions than this.
Really?
Yes. Family get-togethers, parties, weddings even.
Weddings?
Hey, well, I can't just pick and choose to suit myself. I've got to go where the action is, haven't I?
I suppose so.
I've got to make a living.
Living?
Yes.
Oh, I see. You make a proper business of this.
Of course, I don't just do it for fun.
Bernard didn't tell me that.
What?
No, he didn't say he actually kept you on call, as it were.
He doesn't. I have lots of clients. He's a new one.
What?
There's a lot of people to cater for in today's society, you know. Girls like me are in big demand.
Oh, they must be.
That's why I work through an agency.
Agency? He found you through an agency?
Yes.
Oh, model indeed. Poor old Bernard.
What?
Nothing. Well, you seem very mercenary about this.
Well, naturally, I don't do it for love, dear.
Evidently.
Right, so where do we start?
Well, I'd better begin by telling you a few things about myself.
Why?
I mean, who I am and so on.
I know you are.
Well, I know, but you ought to know a bit about me.
Pardon?
Well, this has to be handled carefully. It's a very delicate situation.
Delicate?
Well, yes, obviously. I mean, his wife's going to be sitting here right at the same table.
Yes.
Yeah, and so is Bernard.
And so are you.
Well, obviously, well, of course, yes, but don't you see, one false move and the whole balloon could go up.
Oh, I see. She's...
Yes.
And he...
Yes.
And you're...
Pig in the middle.
Ah, this liaison's dangerous.
Yes, it's very dangerous.
Oh, well, don't worry about that. I can handle that sort of thing too. I don't need to know any more than I have to.
Yes, but that's what I mean. You ought to know the bare minimum, you know, for appearance's sake. Yeah. Now sit down and listen very carefully.
Right.
Now, my name is Robert Dubedat.
Dubedat.
Yes. I'm an accountant in Paris.
Paris?
Yes. I live alone in Montmartre with 2 cats.
Cats.
Yes. I'm divorced once and I'm 35 years old.
Oh, you don't look 35.
Really? How old do I look?
Well, at least 40.
Yes, well, I've just had the flu. I was Bernard's best man.
Best man.
Yes, my hobbies are collecting rare stamps and squash.
Squash.
Yes. I drive a Citroën and I had my appendix out 6 months ago.
Why are you telling me all this?
Oh, what?
Your operations and everything.
Well, you ought to know where my scars are, at least.
Scars?
Yeah, if we're supposed to be sleeping together.
You what?
Well, obviously, I mean, we're going to have to share a room.
Which room?
That one.
Where? Sharing that room together?
Yes, it's the cow shed.
And that bed?
Well, only in theory.
Theory?
Yeah, I'll sleep in the chair and then sneak over to the piggery.
The what?
That room over there. Well, there's no need to sound so surprised at all, Liz.
I wasn't planning on staying the night.
Oh, I see. I mean, you're planning on going home after dinner?
Well, yes, I usually do, having done the honours.
Well, it doesn't matter when you do the honours. But you must stay the night.
Why?
Well, Jacqueline's expecting you to stay. I mean, if you rush off after dinner, it will cause all sorts of awkward questions.
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, we must keep up a bit. I mean, we've got to keep up the facade, you know, for appearances.
Ah, the delicate situation.
Yes. Bernard told you all this on the telephone.
Yes. But I didn't know that you, and I didn't know that she, I didn't quite understand what were going on.
You didn't?
I was a bit slow on the uptake.
You certainly were.
So, you want me to pretend to be your mistress,
Yes.
and then no one will suspect anything?
Exactly.
I get it now.
Thank God for that.
How will I know what to say?
Now, I've told you a bit about myself. You can say what I've said to you, but otherwise don't say a thing. Now, if anybody says anything to me, say nothing except what I say if they say anything to me.
I think I'll just keep quiet.
Are we all agreed then?
As long as it's only pretense.
Well, of course, I wouldn't try and take advantage of you.
I'll go along with it then. But I'm afraid it's an extra.
Extra?
It's not a usual part of my service, pretending to be somebody else's lover.
No, but
200 francs.
200 francs?
It's not much to ask for an old charade like that.
Yes, but you want to save the situation just as much as I do. I mean, you don't want to see their marriage bust up, do you?
Doesn't really concern me.
Oh, God, you stony-hearted...
Here now, steady on a minute. I've got my reputation to think of.
That's the point, isn't it?
And a girl has to make a living. 200 francs.
Well, I've heard it.
Up front.
Oh,
Well, I've heard it.
I don't believe this.
Right. Now that lot's sorted. Where can I get out of these things?
Beg your pardon?
Well, I've got to dress for the job. I can't do that in these.
What are you going to put on?
I've got to sort a little apron thing in here. I'll just slip into that.
Apron?
Well, I don't need much for my job.
Is that all?
I don't need much for my job.
Yeah, but you don't need to go that far. It's not that sort of relationship.
Look, it's a rule of the agency, dear. I must dress for the part.
Not now, though. Not now. No, don't.
Don't mind us.
I was just, well, we were just, she's made it.
Made it.
You looked as if you were both making it. Well then, introduce us.
Oh, yes, of course. Jacqueline, this is Susie. Susie, this is Jacqueline.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, and this is my husband, Bernard. Bernard, have you met Susie, Robert's girlfriend?
Who?
My, girlfriend.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Yes, I'm his girlfriend.
What?
No, I haven't met her. How'd you do?
So, you've made yourselves at home.
Oh, yes. Lovely home. Lovely room, too.
Room.
Our room.
You've shown her the room.
Yes, the room.
Well, bully for you.
Lovely big bed.
And the bed.
Oh, Yes, the bed, definitely the bed.
I love big beds, especially when I'm with Robert.
Indeed.
Which isn't that often.
We love each other so much.
Well, quite a lot.
You can count on that. However delicate the situation.
How very touching.
That's enough.
Oh, he's so bashful. He didn't used to be like that. I mean, for a divorced accountant living in Montmartre with his stamp collection and his 2 cats, it was very bold of him to show me his appendix in the back of his Citroen after playing squash, even though he is 35 years old, wasn't it?
He's a very fast worker.
Did you want to say anything else?
Aye. Have I left something out?
Well, now we've sorted all that out. What about the shopping?
I'll take it through to the kitchen.
Oh, can I help?
You've got your hands full already.
Well, let me help.
I don't need any help, thank you.
I must do something.
Why don't you check on his appendix scar?
Right. Who are you?
Me?
Yes.
It's her.
Who?
You know who.
I haven't the faintest idea who.
You don't know who.
Yeah, why do you think I was going bananas there, trying to keep warm?
Well, I didn't know what... You mean that isn't her?
Who?
Of course it isn't her.
Who?
Then, if that isn't her,
Who?
who is it?
That's what I want to know. Who are you?
I'm his girlfriend.
Is this true?
No.
Yes!
That's what I told her to say, because I thought she was you-know-who.
Who?
But if she hasn't,
Who?
is?
That's what I want. Who are you?
I'm his girlfriend. Look, can I tell him?
Yes. Tell her,
For real.
please.
I'm Suzette from the agency.
The agency?
The agency, the cook from the agency.
Oh.
You should know you booked me.
My God.
You, cooked a book. You booked a cook.
Yes, for dinner tonight.
And that's her. Oh, God!
Has she worn you both out? By the way, the cook from the agency hasn't arrived yet.
Ah, well, yes.
No, that's right. She hasn't arrived, has she?
Yes, you see,
We're looking out for her, but you haven't seen her, have you?
the point is, he...
I hasn't seen any sign of her either, have you?
Oh, not a sign, no.
I don't understand it.
Where she could have got to? No, neither can I.
Look, will you tell her that
That you're longing to help out if she doesn't get here. I'm sure Jacqueline would appreciate that.
But what am I supposed to do?
When the real cook gets here, oh well, we'll sort that out when she comes, if she comes. But it's high time she came.
I've had enough of this.
Prattle about cooks, oh I agree. Very boring.
Very tedious.
Yes, let's have no more talk about it.
No, topic finished.
Banish from the conversation, yes. Well, that's sorted that out, hasn't it?
Flogged it to death, I'd say. By the way, Suzette.
Yes.
Oh, the cook's name is Suzette too. How odd.
Suzanne.
How do you know the cook's name?
Well,
I took the phone call. They told me the cook's name, and I told you.
they told me yesterday when I booked the cook.
Ah, I see. Funny, I thought they said Suzette.
That's right.
Suzette's her name, yes. They're both called Susie for short. You just got them the wrong way round, that's all.
Ah. Well, have you and your friend found where everything is apart from the bed?
Ah, yeah, I wanted to mention about that.
The bed?
You see, I'm a very restless sleeper.
You are. You are?
Yeah. So Susie would quite like to sleep in the other room.
She would?
Yeah, so I'd get some, she'd get some peace.
Ah,
Would that be all right?
quite all right. It's the piggery.
She knows.
Well then, where's her case?
There.
Is that all you have?
I don't need much for a job. Your job? Yes, I'm a...
That's your model. She's a model, isn't she, Robert?
Yeah. Oh, if you say so.
Yeah. Well, you say so. Yeah.
Well, a model. Yes, you have the style for it.
Not only a model, she's a model and an actress. Yes.
Really? Yes, you should be very suitable for Robert. Well then, come along, I'll show you the piggery.
Oh, so what am I supposed to be doing?
Just play your part, Susie. There's a good girl.
Do I gather that there's another cook coming to take my place?
Yeah, sort of. Yes, you might say that we're overcooked.
Well, it's an extra.
Extra?
Playing actress.
What?
200 francs.
That's right. 200.
Susie!
Well,
All right. There.
God, I've had some funny jobs in my time.
Well done, Robert. Einstein couldn't have devised a better cock-up.
How was I to know when you didn't tell me you cooked a book? Booked a cook? Susie was on her way. You said, meet her. You said, find out about her. You said.
Yes, well, you didn't, did you?
Well, I didn't have time. I was too busy telling her about me.
I noticed right down to your appendix, Scott. And a model, I said. Did you look at her?
Well, she's not bad.
Not
That's
bad.
good enough for what you need.
You watch it, my friend, watch it. Anyway, how did you get along to play along with your scheme?
200 francs.
That's what I gave her. She's having a good night, isn't she?
Well, at your age, you expect to have to pay for it.
You watch it, my friend. You
No,
watch it.
I
Watch it. Ah! Yes. Got it. Got it.
Still no cook?
No.
No.
No. How do you know? They said so.
Well, I'll just have to start dinner without her.
Well, I'll help.
Oh, what a good idea.
What a good idea.
That's very kind, but I don't need any help.
Oh, but she's such a very good cook, darling.
How do you know?
Robert told me.
Excellent.
Cordon bleu.
Well, if you insist.
Good. At last, I can get back to something I understand.
Such class. Congratulations, Robert.
Wonderful. I'm now the cook's lover.
Yes, you cooked a cook.
It's not funny, Bernard. This is a disaster.
Considering the situation, I think we're managing quite well.
So far.
Oh, darling!
No, not now, not now. Jacqueline's in the kitchen.
Oh, sorry. How do you do?
Robert, meet Suzanne.
How'd you do?
Good evening. Oh, darling.
That's better. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Angel.
yes. Oh, be careful of my coat.
Don't worry, I know how much it cost. What took you so long?
Oh, this medieval place. There was only one taxi at the station, and some chauvinist pig barged past me and pitched it.
I'm sorry. That was me. If I'd have realised that you were going to...
Shame. You could have shared it.
That would have saved a great deal of trouble.
Never mind, you're here now, and that's the most important thing. Now, for reasons that I haven't got into, you've got time to go into, Angel, we've had to have a change of plan.
Change of plan?
Yes, you're no longer his lover.
I'm not.
No,
Why not?
he's already got a lover.
Oh,
The cook.
She's no longer the cook.
well, what is she?
She's you.
Me?
No, what you were supposed to do.
So who am I?
What she was supposed to do.
Well, what's that?
The cook.
I am the cook!
So you're here at last. Do you know what time it is? We were expecting you nearly an hour ago.
You were?
Yes, what happened?
Well, I missed the
Bus.
bus.
Bus. That's no excuse. The agency should have made sure you were here on time.
Agency.
Bon appetit.
Thank you.
The catering agency, isn't that who sent you?
Of course it was.
Ah, yes, of course it was.
Well, it's not good enough. I've got guests having to help me in the kitchen.
Oh,
Don't get angry, darling.
I am not angry.
Anyway, she's here now, darling, isn't she? And everything's back to normal.
Right, well, come this way, Miss,
Susie.
Susie. Oh, what a beautiful coat. Is that yours?
No, it's Susie's.
Chanel. Must have cost the earth.
20,000 francs.
What?
Robert's paid 20,000 francs for it. Present for Suzette, wasn't it, Robert?
Yes.
Well, happy birthday, Suzette.
Yes, happy birthday, Suzette.
Yes, happy birthday, Suzette.
No, I'm a Virgo. How do you want your artichokes done?
Oh, it's all right. The cook's here.
Cook.
Yes, at long last, so you can give her the apron.
It's all right, Susie. Just give Susie here your apron and she can carry on.
Well, thank you very much. I can see this is going to be a wonderful evening.
I beg your pardon.
You can rely upon me, madam, to ensure that it is a wonderful evening.
Good. Well, carry on then. We're having artichokes in sauce veloute, followed by cheese soufflé, then veal à la crème and raspberry pavlova.
We are.
Yes,
I'm cooking it.
Yes.
you're cordon bleu, aren't you?
No, I'm vegetarian.
Just the sort of menu I love.
To eat.
Yes, to eat as well, but really I prefer...
Yes. Oh, here's a good girl. Just put your coat on, Susie, and
Marry coat.
yes, the coat that Robert gave you.
Robert.
Yes, your birthday present for being so charming and cooperative. Hang it up where it won't get damaged.
Well, thank you very much. I might enjoy this evening after all.
I'm glad that someone might.
She seems very bad-tempered.
Well, so would you be, darling, if you'd missed your bus and then been verbally assaulted by your employer.
I had every right.
And not wise to get on the wrong side of the cook, darling.
Why?
She might poison us.
Yes, she might too.
What?
He's right, she might too.
Nonsense. She's also rather glamorous to be a cook.
Yes, not bad looking, huh?
A bit over the top, but tarty, perhaps?
Tarty.
Yes, I thought she could have found easier ways to make a living.
Steady on.
The hooker at the cooker.
Well, that's better than the model with the waddle.
Oh my God, what a mess.
Quickly, Robert, we've got to find a way around this.
Oh, that's astute of you.
I think we can get through the evening all right, so long as Suzanne knows that the sleeping arrangements are all right.
How can they? She's the cook and she's supposed to go home after dinner.
Well, we'll spin dinner out until it seems too late for her to go home, and then she can go and sleep in the cowshed.
I'm sleeping in the cowshed.
Well, you'll have to go and sleep in the piggery then.
Suzette's sleeping in the piggery.
Well, that's all right. Suzette's your mistress. It's perfectly natural for you to sleep together in the piggery.
I don't want to sleep with her.
Well, beggars shouldn't be choosers,
And
old
she
boy.
doesn't want to sleep with me.
Well, work on it together.
Oh my God, what a mess.
I don't know what you're complaining about. It's my mess.
I'm the one who's in it. I mean, look at it this way. I've ended up sleeping with the real cook in the piggery instead of the false cook in the cowshed. I'm not supposed to be sleeping with anyone, anyway, anywhere. And all this so you can leave Jacqueline alone in the hayloft while you Roger the false cook in the cowshed. Is not so much as a mess as a dirty grey pile of farmyard manure.
Otherwise, I know nobody will be rogering anybody.
Good! They don't deserve to.
Look, now someone please tell me exactly what I'm supposed to be doing tonight. Am I a cook, a waitress, a model, an actress, a mistress, a prostitute or a pigsty attendant.
Look, Suzette, it's really rather simple. All you have to do is get the original terms of your employment out of your head and pretend for a little while that you're Robert's girlfriend, who's come down here to enjoy a pleasant weekend and spend some time, sleep in a bed all by yourself if that's your wish, and just to enjoy the pleasant company. Yeah, it's all we ask of you.
Right.
But please try and remember that you are supposed to be a reasonably sophisticated member of Paris society.
Oh, that's no problem, love. What I mean is that my dear sir presents me with absolutely no difficulty whatsoever, and I shall be delighted to comply with your eccentric desires.
Splendid.
For the sake of a little extra consideration. Shall we say the mere price of an order at the Ritz?
What?
That's about 200 francs.
God, you strike a hard bargain.
Bit boring though, doing that all evening. Isn't there anything at all I can do to help with dinner?
We'd be delighted for you to help with dinner, but so long as you remember that it's in the role of a guest.
Right.
Well, that's got the dinner started. I need a drink.
What a good idea. Susie?
Oh, thank you so much. How kind. I'll have a double Cointreau frappe with just a teensy slice of lemon.
Cointreau? Before dinner?
Oh yes. It's the chic tipple with the Paris in crowd. Didn't you know?
No, I didn't.
Right, double Cointreau with lemon it is then. Robert?
Triple vodka. No ice.
Oh, so macho, my Robert. Drinks, women, life. He devours them all with such style.
Oh, yes, he's Superman. If it moves, zap it.
Look, sink your Cointreau and get off to the kitchen, will you?
So suave, my lover. Now, my dear, are you absolutely certain there is absolutely nothing at all I can do to help with your little soiree?
Well, thank you, it's very kind, but...
My pleasure.
Well, perhaps you can help the other one in there. She does seem to be a bit of a loss with what she's doing in there.
Oh, my pleasure. I'll just trip into the kitchen and see if I can lend a hand with the cuisine. A little aberration on your carpet there, my dear. I must give you the name of my pet carpet mender. He's divine.
Some actress, what sort of a performance was that meant to be?
I told her to be on her best behaviour in your house.
Well, if that's her best behaviour, I'd hate to see her when she lets her hair down.
There you are, darling. Robert?
God, I need this.
I should think you do. That's a very expensive lady you have there.
Not half.
What?
And not half as expensive as one might think. Modern misses are very self-sufficient. So, Robert tells me.
Not how it looks to me. 20,000 francs to keep her in coats is not my idea of self-sufficiency.
Don't keep going on about the coat. I mean, you got a pair of gloves last Christmas.
2 pairs.
What?
Nothing.
They seem to be redundant in there. That's taken over.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean
That's
it.
all right, Susie. Perhaps there'll be plenty for you to do later. Would you like a drink?
Best suggestion I've heard so far.
By all means, give her a double Cointreau frappe with a teensy slice of lemon.
What? No, thank you. I'll just have the usual.
The usual?
My usual vodka martini, no ice, a touch of vermouth and green olive. If you have one, thank you.
I don't think that's the chic tipple with the Paris in crowd anymore. Do make yourself at home. I'll better go and see how my guest is coping with the dinner.
Darling, Angel, can't you play your part a bit more convincingly?
Look at that. I come all the way down here for a nice, innocent intimate little birthday celebration. And I end up playing skivvy to a full-size dinner party with a whole crowd of people I've never met before.
You just have to play your role for a little bit longer, darling, and then I've got everything sorted.
No.
I'm going to see to it that you get the cowshed all to yourself. We'll get Jacqueline Totty. She sleeps like a log when she's had a few, and then I'll pop down and be with you.
And is Robert going to be in there too?
Certainly not. I'm kicking him out into the pigsty.
Poor Robert.
Poor Robert. He was the cause of all this chaos in the first place.
I damn well wasn't. You were the one whose mother-in-law got flu.
You were the one who mistook the cook for my girlfriend.
You were the one who cooked the booked the cook in the first place.
Boys, calm down. It's too late. We mustn't fight about it now. We'll work it out as long as you sort it out before tonight.
Don't worry, darling. I'll sort it out.
Oh, good.
We'll all get what we want in the end.
That's very good to know. Got it! Got it! Yes! Oh! There's another one. You ought to be doing something about all these insects, Jacqueline. You're infested.
I'll just go and change my shirt.
I'll just go and carry on my work in the kitchen.
I'll just have another drink.
Haven't you had enough? You're going to be pissed as a newt before dinner at this rate.
I'll need to be.
I don't know what you've got to worry about. You should be so happy. Got your harem all around you.
Jacqueline, darling, believe me, it's not how it looks.
Oh, that's good because it looks pretty sordid.
Well, if you ask me, it was pretty sordid of us anyway. Trying to get together under your own roof with Bernard here.
Oh, don't start moralising to me. You don't object when we're in Paris.
Oh, that's different. Listen, Jackie, it's a very delicate situation.
Don't mind me. I'm used to these delicate situations. Have them all the time in Paris. I just came in to ask you if you desire us to lay the table. I presume we are eating through there in what I understand used to be the hen house.
Yes, well, thank you. That's very kind. You'll find everything you need in the oak sideboard.
Leave it all to me. I'm a dab hand at chucking china around chicken coops.
I must say, you have an extremely eccentric taste in women.
I promise you, she is not my woman.
What is she then? Your pet parrot?
She's, as a matter of fact, she's,
Well,
my niece.
your niece?
Shh, it's true.
What kind of a fool do you take me for?
Well, it's true. But think about it, my darling. I mean, she didn't want to share my room, did she?
Because she knows you're a restless sleeper. I know that, and it's not because you're part of the family.
Well, in her case, it is. Now, she'd have been my mistress. I mean, would I have brought her here to meet you?
Bernard told you I was going to my mother's.
Yeah, but when I rang from the station and you said you'd found a way of staying, I'd have put her back on the first train back to Paris.
Well, that's true.
You see.
Then why is she all over you with her macho lover act?
She's playing a part.
Playing a part?
Yeah, she's an actress.
Why?
Well, to throw Bernard off the scent. You see, when he said I could come down, he said I could bring a girlfriend if I wanted. So I suddenly thought it would be a very good idea so he wouldn't suspect what was going on between you and me.
Ah, I see. You mean she isn't really...
No.
She's actually...
Yes.
Well, why didn't you tell me?
I didn't have chance to.
Oh.
Bernard was always around.
Oh, my darling. Oh, I'm so glad. What a clever idea.
Yes, I thought it was quite clever.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
Oh.
Well, it looks to me as if the indelicate situation is getting more indelicate by the minute.
That's, all right, Suzette. I know everything.
Everything.
Yes, everything.
Yes, Robert's told me all about you.
You mean that she knows that I'm really
My niece.
your niece?
My niece.
For the usual.
The usual.
Right. I just came in to get another little drink and to say, Uncle, that dinner will be served in 5 minutes. That is, subject to any further family revelations, earthquakes or pornographic developments.
Wonderful! I'm so happy. I must just go and get changed for dinner.
Do I need to change?
Oh, those clothes are fine. Anyway, you won't be wearing them much longer.
No.
You're playing a very dangerous game, you know, Uncle.
You don't have to tell me that. But understand, you're only my niece for her.
Well, what am I for them?
My mistress.
Well, what am I for you?
The cook.
I should get an Oscar for this.
Well, you've done well enough as it is. And lay off that Cointreau. It's far too strong to take before dinner.
The stronger they come, the better I like them.
I can't seem to get this sauce salute right.
Velouté.
Whatever it's called.
Well, don't look at me, my dear. You're the cook.
I most certainly am not the cook.
Then what are you doing here?
It's a very good sign, very good question.
Shh, look, you've both got to play your parts for a little while longer.
A little while longer. It already looks as though I've got to do it all the way through dinner. I've even got to wait on you at table.
Yes, well, that does require a certain savoir-faire. Don't you think you're up to it, my dear?
Oh, I am up to it all right.
Girls, look, you can't ruin it all now. You've got to keep it up.
Why?
Yes, why?
Well, because you're getting paid for it, and you're getting laid for it. I mean, you've made your bed and you've got to lay on it. I mean, oh, God.
Sweet.
Adorable.
Oh, now why couldn't I fall for a man like that?
Here, keep your hands off his mine. Aren't you, lover?
Get off.
Is everything set? You both know your roles?
Yes, I'm not playing mine much longer.
Just a little while longer, darling, and everything will be all right. Now, Suzette, there's just one more little thing.
Don't tell me. And really, your long-lost daughter who's a prima ballerina in disguise. I've got to spend the night in the piggery with 3 of your nephews, a herd of pigs and a prize bull.
Not quite, no. I want you to let Robert there share your room over there, so that Suzanne here can have that room over there.
That one is going to really come expensive.
200,
400.
300,
200.
400.
Done.
Good God.
Now then, have you got anything else to wear for dinner?
Well, all I've got is my other outfit in there.
Well, it's got to be better than that. Go on, go and put it
I
on.
don't think it's quite the part.
We'll be the judge of that. Just go and put it on.
If you say so.
There you are, you see. Nothing to worry about. I've sorted out the bedrooms.
Oh, yes, but it's not the bedrooms I'm worried about. It's sorting out the dinner.
Oh, don't worry, darling. All you have to do I'll just go and put on a clean shirt. I wanted to change for dinner anyway.
What in heaven's name is going on down here?
Well, it's all my fault. I've got this thing about people being stung.
Stung?
Yes, it's been happening rather a lot tonight.
I'll just carry on in the kitchen with this sauce velouté.
Velouté!
Bless you.
Darling.
Like it, Angel.
Both of it, yes. Beautiful. Oh!
Pig.
What? Ooh, what's the matter?
This is the matter. A note, a receipt and a note which I found. One coat, 20,000 francs to the house of Chanel.
So?
And this is the note. My Angel, thank you for the gorgeous, gorgeous coat, you gorgeous, gorgeous man, Susie.
How sweet.
You know what these mean?
It means I'm heavily overdrawn, I imagine.
Wrong. I found them in Bernard's jacket pocket when I hung it up to dry.
Ah.
And you know what that means?
Means-
It means that she's his mistress. It means that you didn't buy the coat for your niece, as I suspected all along. It means that Bernard did. And you know what that means?
It means I'm not as overdrawn as I thought I was.
It means that she's Bernard's mistress, which you knew all along.
No.
It means that you've been covering up for that swine all evening.
Now, Jackie.
It means that you both planned this weekend together so that he could have his mistress down here while you were here, which means that...
Well, he's no worse than you and I.
What?
Which means if it's true, which I'm not saying for a moment, that you've absolutely no right to be angry with Bernard for behaving, which I'm not saying he was for a minute, just as you and I were planning to behave, which I'm not admitting for a second.
No, we weren't. I was planning to go to my mother's.
Which you cancelled the moment you knew I was coming.
Which you were only doing because Bernard invited you. I didn't.
But we can't blame Bernard for having a lover who was supposed to be my lover, so you wouldn't know she was his lover, while all the time I was your lover, pretending to be her lover, so he wouldn't know you had a lover, especially when his real lover was all the time pretending to be...
Pretending to be what?
I've forgotten. I've lost count of how many lovers there are.
Well, I'll tell you this, lover. No lover is going to get the better of this lover in her own home. I'll see to that.
Is the coast clear?
I don't know about the coast, but it's damn foggy round here.
Just go easy on the insects in future, will you? I'm running out of shirts.
Look, Bernard, I must warn you.
What?
Well, Jacqueline's got hold of the wrong end of the stick about Suzette.
Suzette?
Well, she thinks that Suzette is...
What about me?
Can't wear that. It's useless.
I told you it is the only other outfit I had.
It's hopeless. Come on, we must do something about it.
What are you going to do?
That'll have to go for a start.
Yes, and those.
And that. Now, let's see. Yeah. And there you.
Now what?
Just a minute.
Hey!
Quiet, now turn round.
Hey, for this I want.
Don't you dare mention money or we'll have the rest of it off too. Come along, Robert.
Right.
1, 2, 3, heave. There, that's better.
Yes, much better.
Looks quite chic, doesn't it? I don't know if I can sit down. I won't have any room for any dinner.
Oh God, the dinner! I better go and see how Suzanne's doing. Oh, I'll take these.
No, look, Bernard, I must tell you, Suzanne thinks that Suzette is a myth of...
What?
Never mind. You're better off not knowing.
You know, I could quite get used to this sort of life, Uncle, with my lover.
Uncle.
Be so kind as to pour me in never quantrue.
You've had quite enough of that stuff.
Oh, I can drink all my lovers under the table, lover.
Uncle!
Oh, all right. If you insist. Do you really quite? Now, is she hunked? And seeing as we're sharing the piggery tonight, it does seem quite a shame not to make the most of it. How do you feel about a spot of incest? Missed.
She's found more incense.
That's an unusual dress. Is that a Chanel?
Half bombshell.
Well, is anyone sober enough for dinner?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, please.
How simply two device. You can sit beside me, hunky.
Glad to see you're getting on so well together. What was that for?
Sorry, I thought I saw another one.
Dinner is served.
Lovely dinner.
Simply too divine. Do you normally dance like that with your relations?
Oh, Uncle Robert has all sorts of relations. With his relations.
Nobody else was available, were they? Is that coffee I hear you say?
And cognac.
Afternoon.
After you, Uncle.
Right, here we go.
They're well away.
Everyone seems to be well away, don't they?
Yes, indeed. Pour me a brandy and soda, darling.
By all means, sweetheart.
Marvellous evening.
Yes, despite the odd setbacks with dinner.
Ah, yes. Don't quite know how the cook managed to get the cheese souffle mixed up with the raspberry pavlova.
Her version of Nouvelle Cuisine, she said.
Still, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? Things usually do.
Do they indeed?
Yes. Thank you. Phew, I'm quite warm after all that booze.
Well, this should cool you down a bit. Soda?
Please.
Oh dear. Missed. Sorry.
I've run out of clean shirts. I'll go and put my wetsuit on, shall I?
Would Madam like her coffee in here?
Thank you, Suzanne. Oh, Suzanne, we've had a little accident in here with the soda siphon. Would you mind mopping up the sofa for me, please?
Certainly, Madam.
Oh!
What's wrong?
Oh, I'm going to have some blood before tonight's finished.
Wasn't dinner enough for you, Madam?
It was too much. How I got through it without exploding, I'll never know. Oh,
Then.
I'm an utter fool, that's what I am. That's what's wrong, I'm a fool.
Why?
Oh, to sit there all evening in the same room as my husband and his mistress and carry on behaving as if everything is normal, I must be mad.
His mistress?
Yes,
You mean you knew?
of course I knew.
All along?
All along.
How?
I found proof.
Oh,
And yet I let him sit there, being served by you, and laughing and joking, and filling his face without a care in the world. What a fool I am.
Well, I don't be too upset about it, please.
Don't be upset, wouldn't you be upset?
Well, yes.
Would you just ignore it?
No, I don't.
Go on then, what would you do?
Well, it's a very difficult situation.
No, it's not. It's quite simple. If you were me, and your husband brought his mistress to your own home, and expected her to stay the weekend under the same roof, what would you do?
Well, I suppose...
You'd poison the two of them, that's what you'd do!
Oh, I don't think I go... Oh, my God, what you didn't do?
What?
Poisoned the dinner.
I didn't need to. You made a pretty good job of that.
I did my best.
Anyway, the point is, what would you do about Robert's niece?
Well, where does Robert's niece come into all this?
Oh, of course, you don't know, do you? She's his niece.
Who?
Her, the preposterous clockwork Barbie doll in there.
The cookie girlfriend.
Yes. She's not Robert's girlfriend, she's his niece.
Well, what's she doing here?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. She's my husband's mistress.
Oh, you have proof.
I told you I found proof.
Oh, God. Oh, you have proof that he sleeps with her.
Irrevocable. A love note from her to him.
But she is with Robert.
That's just a front. Robert brought her here to disguise the fact that she's actually sleeping with my husband.
A bastard.
Who, Robert or my husband?
Both of them.
Exactly.
But especially your husband.
Exactly.
How could he?
That's what I thought.
I'll kill him.
So will I. What do you mean, you kill him?
I mean, I'd kill him if I were you.
I'm going to.
The rat. Pig! Swine!
Don't get carried away, he's my
But
husband.
how could he?
That's what I thought.
I mean,
Anyway,
the nerve of the man. I mean, how could he do this to us? To you? The nerve of him, really.
you've obviously been through this sort of situation before.
Yes, I have. That's why I sympathise with you.
Thank you. Anyway, what would you do in my place?
I'll tell you exactly what I...
Anyway, you were about to tell me what you do in my situation.
Oh, yes. I get my own back.
How?
Give him a taste of his own medicine. Treat him the way he treats you.
Oh, give him gloves for Christmas?
No. Take a lover.
A lover?
Yes.
Ah.
Exactly. Let him know what it feels like.
Well, between you and me,
yes,
I actually have.
You have?
Yes.
Oh, well done.
I beat him to it, actually.
But did he know?
No.
Well, before he started his affair.
No.
Then he deserves absolutely everything he gets.
That's right.
And it's up to us to make sure that he gets it.
Yes, it is. For a
cook, you seem to be getting very involved in all this.
Oh, yes, but we girls must stick together.
Well, it's very kind of you.
It's all part of the service.
Well, I hope that's the last time I get soaked, because I would have nothing to wear after this.
Then you'll have to watch your step, won't you, darling?
Well, do I get the impression I've done something wrong?
I don't know. Have you?
Well, I can't think what. I mean, I thought I behaved impeccably this evening.
So cool, isn't he?
Blasé.
Hey?
Nothing, darling, nothing. You carry on behaving impeccably whilst you can. And seeing as you've dressed for action, I'll do the same.
Where are you going?
Oh, to slip into something more comfortable and seductive.
Seductive? Who for?
Whoever may want to seduce me.
She's behaving very strangely.
Oh, you mean just because as a woman she wants to be thought seductive?
No, just...
I mean, after all, isn't that what we all want?
Oh, you needn't worry about that, my angel. Though I must say that outfit doesn't do a lot for you.
You thought it was all right when I was serving dinner.
Oh yes, I'm sorry about dinner.
How do you think I did?
Astonishing. You gave a new meaning to the words haute cuisine. Did you get anything to eat yourself?
No. I thought it might taste as bad as it looked.
Oh, never mind. I'll make it all up to you later. I fixed it so I can move between bedrooms without anyone knowing.
Yes, you have, haven't you? You are just going to flit between the bedrooms like a little butterfly without anybody knowing what you're up to.
That's right.
Except me.
Except you.
And your wife.
And my wife?
She knows all about it.
She knows.
Yes.
What does she know?
Everything.
Everything?
Yes.
Didn't you deny it?
Deny what?
Everything!
I didn't know everything. But I do now, bastard!
What did I say?
Oh, it was a nerve. You really thought you could get away with it.
Get away with what?
You and Robert's niece, that's what I'm talking about.
Who?
Are you going to deny it?
Deny what?
Sleeping with her.
Sleep with her? I didn't even know he had any.
You've just given her dinner.
Who?
That creature out there.
The cook. Will you stop hitting me?
The cook, she's no more of a cook than I am.
Well, that's not saying much. Is it? No, sorry. What are you blathering on about? How can she be Robert's niece if she's the cook? And how the hell can you know all about it when I didn't even know he had a niece, which he hasn't in the first place? And how the hell can I be sleeping with her when I'm sleeping with you? And Robert's the one who's supposed to be sleeping with his niece, which he isn't in the first place.
Yes.
What do you mean, yes?
Yes, she is his niece, and yes, you are sleeping with her, and yes, you are trying to sleep with me at the same time, and yes, you are a prize.
This is
Your
crazy.
wife has told me everything.
I'm going out of my mind here. Wait a minute, it's a love letter.
Yes.
You mentioned a love letter.
Yes.
From you to me?
No, from her to you.
From Jacqueline to me.
From Robert's niece to you.
So she doesn't know.
Robert's niece doesn't know.
No, Jacqueline doesn't know.
No, not so far as I know.
Well, thank God for that at any rate.
But I know all about her.
What?
And in the circumstances, I think you should too.
What?
She has a lover also.
Robert's niece has a lover?
Oh, your wife, you fool.
My wife?
Yes, she told me all about it. It's not so much fun now you're on the receiving end, is it?
Jacqueline? My little Jacqueline?
Yes.
Who is it? I'll kill him. Why are you dressed for bed?
I might ask you the same thing.
Yes, looks like a good idea. I'm rather tired. I think I'll just go and get changed for bed.
That's the best suggestion I've heard all night.
Don't read too much into it.
Suzette, come in here. Now then, what's all this about the cook being your niece?
Suzanne is my niece.
No, not that cook, this cook.
I thought this cook was meant to be my mistress.
So did I, but Suzanne thinks that she's your niece.
I haven't got a niece.
So, I know that.
Well, how does Suzanne know? Well, about Suzette being my niece.
But you just said you haven't got a niece.
Well, I haven't. But Jacqueline thinks...
Jacqueline? Why should Jacqueline think you have a niece?
Oh dear.
Because I didn't want my husband to know that Robert is supposed to be my lover.
Yes, that's it. What?
You have a husband.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
You've not mentioned him before.
Well, you never asked.
Oh, God.
And as, he'd probably kill Robert if he thought I was supposed to be his mistress.
Oh my God.
I thought it'd be better for anyone who didn't need to know he was my lover, thought he was my uncle instead.
Oh, I see. That's quite bright of you, Suzette.
That's very bright of you, Suzette.
Thank you. That'll be another 200 francs, please.
Well, only if you'll promise not to let your husband kill me.
Oh, he hasn't killed anybody yet.
No. Good.
Just broken a few bones here and there.
Oh my God!
What I still don't understand is this business about me having an affair with your niece.
Who?
Your niece.
I haven't got a niece.
I know that, for God's sake.
Who are you having an affair with?
You.
You're having an affair with me now.
Good God, you don't mess about, do you?
That's what Jacqueline thinks.
Oh, I see.
Your wife thinks that you're having an affair with me.
Yes.
Why?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Well, please let me know when you do, because I'd like to know too, and so would my husband.
I think I can tell you, actually.
You can?
Yes, well, Jacqueline thinks you're having an affair with Suzette because she found the note from Suzanne saying thank you for the coat, which you gave to Suzanne, which Jacqueline thought I gave to Suzette.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, more or less.
Uh-huh. No, I don't.
Why not?
Why, how did you know the note was from me?
Well, they were in your jacket pocket.
Oh, right. I see. No, I don't.
Why not?
Why did you think that the note was from Suzette?
Because we made out the coat was Suzette's.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, I don't.
Why not?
Well, what was she doing going through my jacket pockets in the first place?
Oh, why shouldn't she? I go through my husband's pockets.
My wife's not like that. She trusts me.
Stupid woman.
Quite. Yeah. And in any case, she found them when she was hanging out your jacket to dry.
Thoughtful woman.
And an angry woman.
I'm beginning to understand now. That's why she doused me with the soda siphon.
You too.
What do you mean, me too?
Yeah.
Oh, it means that she did it to me as well.
Soda down your front.
Worse, ice.
Ooh. Why?
For the same reason, probably. She thinks you and I are having an affair.
Ah, God.
It's not surprising she's cross.
Cross? Wait a minute, what right has she got to be cross?
What?
I'm the one who should be cross. In fact, I should be hopping mad.
Why?
In fact, I am. Well, all she has is an insignificant little note to go on. But I've got proof.
Of your own affair?
No, you fool! Of her affair.
Her affair?
Yes, going on right under my nose. And I can tell you I'm hopping mad. Maybe.
Oh, God.
I never knew what sort of an effect it would have on me. It's made me want to do unmentionable things.
Oh, no.
You know, I never thought I was capable of murder, but I am now.
Now, steady on, Bernard. There's no need to take it so badly.
Isn't there? You put yourself in my position.
No.
Your own wife, who you trusted all these years, carrying on behind your back.
Now, yes, I realise that it must be very, very painful, but please don't be very careful.
That's the one who's going to be careful.
Now, control yourself, please.
Control myself. When I find out who it is, I'm going to have his private parts pickled and pinned in a picture frame and put up in the pigsty.
Oh, that's very nasty. When you find out who it is.
Yes, when I find out.
You mean you don't know?
Of course I don't know. Do you think he'd still be alive if he did? Do you think he'd still be in one piece?
Thank God.
What for?
That you haven't committed a murder yet.
Not yet, but I'm going to, just as soon as I find out who it is.
But you've still no idea who he is.
No, of course not.
Phew.
Is that all you can say?
Uh,
You know that my wife's carrying on behind my back, and all you can say is phew.
the swine,
That's better.
the bastard.
Exactly.
He deserves all he gets.
And he's going to get it. I'm going to have his
Yes,
private
yes,
parts
well,
pickled and
thank you. You've told us already.
I've thought it all out, and I've decided it's time to have everything out in the open.
Yes, most of it is.
Let's put an end to these subterfuges. I know all about you.
What?
You and her.
What?
Everything about you. She's not Robert's girlfriend, she's his niece.
Here we go again.
And she isn't having an affair with him, she's having one with you.
It's like a record.
Do you deny it?
I don't deny anything. I have never been at so many different people and had so many different affairs with so many different men in all my life. It's very nice to be so popular.
You see,
Jacqueline, darling, I think that you got hold of the wrong end of the stick.
we know who's got hold of which end of whose stick.
Oh, how rude!
And since I know the truth about you, it's only fair that you should know the truth about me.
What?
Now, Jacqueline.
Quiet you.
Would you leave us, please, Suzette? Well, there are a few matters concerning your family which I wish to reveal, and which I think it best you don't know about.
By all means. The more I get to know about what little I knew in the first place, the less chance of me understanding what happens in the end.
Really, I'd have credited you with a little more taste.
No, she's not bad.
Oh, so you admit it then?
No, I don't admit it. Of course not. Whatever gave you the idea?
I found proof.
Proof what proof?
Thank you for the gorgeous, gorgeous coat, you gorgeous, gorgeous man.
I don't know what you are talking about. Do you know what she's talking about?
Oh, he knows what I'm talking about. Only he doesn't give gorgeous, gorgeous coats to his mistresses. Do you, Robert?
Now, Jacqueline.
He gives rotten pairs of gloves.
They were jolly nice gloves.
What have gloves got to do with it?
Nothing.
And what did you mean just now when you said that I should know the truth about you?
Well, my dear,
Now, Jacqueline.
Quiet you.
haven't we always said that marriage is an equal partnership?
Yes, of course.
So, if you were to take a mistress, it's only right that I should have a lover.
Jacqueline.
Well,
Isn't
quiet
it?
you. I suppose that if it were true that I had a mistress,
Yes.
as a purely hypothetical situation,
Oh, of course.
well, I suppose in that case,
Yes.
you could claim the purely theoretical right to have an academic, figurative lover.
Thank you.
Jacqueline.
Quiet you. So, since I said I know all about your mythical mistress, it's only fair that you should know about my illusory lover.
You mean you do have a lover?
Yes,
Who is he?
Please, Jack.
Kill him!
promise.
Please, Jack.
I'll castrate him!
Oh, jolly good.
Who is it?
Him.
Oh, God.
Him?
Yes,
Robert,
exactly.
is this true?
Nonsense.
Because if it is, I'm going to have your private parts.
It isn't. And even if it was, you wouldn't. And even if you did, it wouldn't be fair. You're just as bad as I am, if I was. Which I'm not!
I'm pickled and pinned in a piggery.
Now, Bernard!
Who's that?
How would I know?
Do you know?
No, but I'm very glad to see them.
I'll get it.
I've come to take her home.
Who?
The cook. Has she finished?
The cook?
Yes.
Well, I thought she was staying the night.
Why should she do that?
Well, it was so late and...
I always fetch her. Can't get into any trouble that way. Know what I mean?
Yes, quite.
Of course, if she hasn't finished, I'm quite happy to wait, as you seem to be celebrating.
May we ask who you are, exactly?
I'm George,
George.
my husband.
Oh, my.
I work as a chef too, you see.
How fascinating.
And when I finish, I call to see if Susie's finished. Is she finished?
I think we're all finished.
Yes, I think she's finished.
Oh, good. Are you the mistress
Depends what you mean, exactly.
of the house?
Oh, yes. I'm the mistress of the house. I'm also the mistress of him. And also the wife of him.
Very cosy.
Yes, isn't it?
I don't know how you put up with that.
What?
I mean, your wife's lovely in the house.
No, neither do I.
If it were me, I'd kill him.
I was just about to, actually.
Want any help?
No, thanks, I'll tell you if I do.
Right. Well, if she's finished, where is she?
I don't know. Where is she, Bernard?
She's left.
Left.
Yes, that's right.
What?
Left.
Why?
Oh, she's finished. So she left. Right? Left.
Left. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Left.
She wouldn't have left.
Why?
She knew I were coming.
Maybe that's why she left.
I beg your pardon.
Perhaps she left to meet you on the way.
She never leaves when I'm coming. She must be here.
Well, perhaps she's upstairs.
Upstairs?
Susie!
should be doing upstairs?
I don't know. I haven't got the faintest idea.
Not the foggiest.
Yes, here she is. Why did you say she'd left?
I meant left to go upstairs
And she's got changed.
in order to change.
Well, there was no need.
It wasn't there.
Look who's here.
Who?
George! He's come to take you home. Yes. Well,
Who's this?
who does it look like?
Don't ask me.
It's your wife.
My wife?
Your wife, the cook.
It's certainly not my wife. And she doesn't look much like a cook.
Oh, God.
She wouldn't like my wife to the cooking dressed like that.
Objecting.
But not at all. Very nice. If you like your beef, right? Are you the cook?
Well, on and off.
There was Susie.
This is Susie.
It's not my Susie.
Really?
Really.
Perhaps you've come to the wrong house.
I came to the right house this morning to drop her off. I'm telling you I can't tell one house from another. Now it's time to pick her up.
No.
Where is she?
Well, it's true there is another Susie here. But she can't be your Susie.
Why not?
Well, first of all, she's an actress, not a cook.
That's right.
And secondly, she's this gentleman's niece.
That's right.
And thirdly, she's my husband's mistress.
Quite a menage you've got here.
Yes, isn't it?
Yes, isn't it?
Funny though,
Why?
you should have two Susies.
Oh, it's a very common name, Susie.
Is it?
Yeah, we know hundreds of Susies.
You do?
Especially round here.
Round here?
Yeah, breed Susie like flies round here.
Well, my Susie's about this big and about this wide, with a long black skirt and a high white blouse.
Our Susie's taller than that, I think.
Yeah, I'm considerably thinner.
With a very short skirt.
Yeah, and a very low top.
Well, that certainly can't be my Susie. She dressed like that, I'd kill her.
Oh, it's definitely not your Susie. I should try the other houses.
Yeah, there are no trend here like this.
Yeah. Dinner parties going on all over the place.
Yeah, people gorging themselves in all directions.
Right.
Right, let's finish that lot. Anything else?
Susie!
Georgie!
Oh, God.
I knew you were here.
Of course, I'm here, Flower.
I knew you wouldn't have gone.
Gone where?
Well, these people seem to think, well, they told me that.
Here we go.
Hold on a minute. First of all, they said you'd left.
No, I'm still here.
Then they said you were upstairs.
Oh.
I was in there.
Then they said you were at another house doing another dinner.
No, this house.
So what was all that nonsense in here, Doc?
Well, you see.
Eh?
Well, you see,
And what's more,
What?
she told me you were an actress.
Of course not. I'm a cook.
She also told me you were this man's niece. And she also told me you were this man's mistress.
That's ridiculous.
Is it?
Of course.
Then what do you dress like that for? And what do they all dress like that for?
Well, you see, old chap.
Don't you old chap me. I knew there was something funny about you lot. Upstairs and downstairs, mistresses and lovers all over the blooming place. There's a ruddy orgy going on here, isn't there?
No.
With my Susie in the middle of it.
No, you don't understand.
Oh, I
If we let you up, Flower, will you behave yourself?
Yes, I will.
Do you promise?
I promise.
What happened?
I've told you before, Flower. You mustn't lose your temper like that.
Sorry.
Don't jump to conclusions till you found out the facts.
Right. So what are the facts?
Yes. What are the facts?
Well, it's all a game.
Again.
Yes, a game these people like to play after dinner. Isn't that so, sir?
Yes.
It's called Happy Families.
Happy families.
Yes, you see, everyone in the house has to pretend to be related to somebody else in the house, as well as having a secret affair. And then everyone has to guess who everyone's related to and who they're having a secret affair with. And the more relatives and the more lovers they have, the more points they get.
Well, that was to win.
They get let off the washing up.
So that's it.
Yes, it's a game. We must play it sometime.
So, well, he's not your lover.
Of course not. I've only just met him.
And he's not your uncle.
No.
No.
Anne.
I thought he was your uncle. That's why you brought her here in the first place.
Well, you see,
Well, if you're not her uncle, what are you?
I'm,
Of course it's me
of
uncle.
course, I'm her uncle.
He is.
Sort of once removed.
He is.
You haven't got your glasses on, Flower. It's my favourite uncle. The one that gives me those nice big tips. I mean presents.
Tips?
Whenever I go cook for him. Presents? Uncle Robert.
Uncle Robert?
The generous uncle.
Oh, yes. The generous uncle.
The very generous.
Yeah, I recognise you, uncles. Susie's favourite uncle, Uncle Robert. How are you?
Just about surviving.
Oh, that's good.
Very good.
Silly of me.
But
Well,
don't mention it.
my little Susie.
You're a big dog.
Thank God for that.
Well, if you finish with the services,
I think we have.
then I'll take you home then. All right, Susie.
Well, you don't require me for anybody. I mean, anything else tonight?
No, thank you, Susie. You've been a great help, hasn't she, Robert?
Oh, a lifesaver.
Right. We can go, Flower. I'll just go get my things.
Well, you all look as though you're ready for bed anyway.
Yes, we are. We just haven't decided who's going to sleep with who.
Hey, this sounds a good game, this.
A wonderful game.
Good night.
Good day.
Thank you for a wonderful evening. And for my lovely coat.
Don't mention it.
You can send me wages to the agency. Services included.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks a lot.
What?
She meant that it's wonderful that they've gone.
And thank them a lot for
Yes. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, you and my wife.
Now, Bernard.
Oh, no. You didn't really believe that, did you?
Well, you didn't
What?
think she was serious?
Well, not serious.
Of course
Of
not.
course not.
You were joking.
Of course she was.
Of course I was.
Well, I thought you must be. I mean, Robert wouldn't do such a thing as that.
Yeah, of course I wouldn't.
Of course he wouldn't.
No.
I was just trying to get my own back.
What for?
You and Robert's niece.
Oh, yes, what was all that about her being my niece?
What?
Well,
You mean she isn't your niece?
no.
No, your mistress?
No.
She was just the cook?
Yes, just the cook.
Then who is this?
His mistress.
His mistress? Yes. Yes?
Yes.
You mean you have got a mistress?
Sort of.
Sort of.
Well, I've only got her on trial.
And why did you bring your mistress here?
Well, why shouldn't he bring his mistress here? I mean, is there any reason why old Robert couldn't bring his mistress here?
Well, I suppose not.
Well, that's all right then, isn't it?
Yes, I suppose so.
Yeah, good.
But what I don't understand is why did you give the cook a Chanel coat as a present?
Yes.
Why all the pretense about the cook being his mistress?
Well, you see,
And for that matter, his niece?
yeah. Robert?
Well, it's like this. You see, I didn't know you had a cook coming, so when Suzette came, I jumped to the conclusion that she must be Bernard's mistress, who had showed up, since you were supposed to be staying at your mother's. And since I knew you weren't staying at your mother's, I suggested to Suzette that she should pose as my mistress instead, so you wouldn't suspect she was Bernard's mistress. And she jumped to the conclusion, Suzette jumped to the conclusion, you were my mistress, and that I was suggesting she should pose as my mistress, so Bernard wouldn't suspect. And so when Suzanne showed up, who was my mistress, I said that Suzette was really Bernard's mistress, so Suzanne wouldn't suspect. And that since Suzette was posing as my mistress, in order that you wouldn't suspect, so Suzanne would have to pose as the cook, so you still wouldn't suspect. But subsequently, Suzette disclosed she had an outsized husband who also shouldn't suspect. So I thought it singularly unwise to be Suzette to be my mistress, however many people suspected. And so for small consideration, she consented to be my niece, so nobody should suspect.
Yes, that seems very clear.
Yes, I understand.
You do?
Yes.
Good.
I'm so glad.
So everybody's happy now.
Well, I'm happy.
Oh, I'm very happy.
Good. Are you happy, my darling?
Yes, I suppose so.
Good.
Good.
Except for one little thing.
What now?
Why did you give the cook a coat?
The cook?
Yes.
What makes you think I did that?
These notes, these bits of paper that I found in your jacket pockets.
Ah.
One is the receipt for the coat, and the other is her thank you note, which says, "Thank you for the gorgeous, gorgeous coat, you gorgeous, gorgeous man, Susie."
Yes.
Actually, those are mine.
Yours.
Yes.
Why were you giving the cook a coat?
I wasn't. I was giving it to Suzanne.
Suzanne,
Yes.
I see. You said it was the cook's.
Well, I said that so you wouldn't know it was Suzanne who was supposed to be the cook.
I see. No, I don't.
Why not?
The cook's gone off wearing it.
Well, I said she could have them as a reward for pretending to be my mistress and my niece. I'll get Suzanne another one.
Oh, thank you.
It's nothing.
I see. No, I don't.
Why not?
Why were the papers in Bernard's jacket pocket?
Well, you see, I was afraid of my mistress finding them, so I gave them to Bernard for safekeeping.
I see.
Good.
No, I don't.
Why not?
Well, if Suzanne is your mistress, why were you afraid of her finding them?
Yes.
I meant my other mistress.
Ah, I see.
Your other mistress? Oh, you meant the cook when she was being your mistress?
Yes, quite. Yeah, the cook.
Yes, I see. Well, that makes sense, yes, I think.
Yes. Does it?
Doesn't it?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
Good. Then that's settled.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think that sorted everything out. I'm shattered. I think we should go to bed.
Me too.
Oh, me too. It's been a wonderful evening. I'm so glad I came.
Are you?
And I'm so glad we kept our friendships through all the excitement. It's very important, don't you think, to keep one's friendship?
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
Good night, then.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Isn't Suzanne going with you?
I'm a very restless sleeper, remember?
You are?
And Suzanne prefers to sleep separately.
I do? I do. Good night, then.
Good night.
Good night.
Dear old Robert.
Yes, dear old Robert.
You know, I've got the impression that you quite fancied him this evening.
Robert? Good Lord, no. He's not my type.
Ah,
I rather got the suspicion that you fancied her.
Suzanne? Oh, not my type at all, darling.
No. You know, I don't think it was a good idea to invite them for the weekend, darling.
You don't?
No, these single people lead such unsettled lives, very disturbing for us happily married ones.
Yes, I suppose so.
We should let them do their cavorting elsewhere.
Yes. Let's go to bed.
We don't want to spoil it, do we? So we'll go to bed. Mwah. That's it. Oh, it's just...
Yes. I was just there.
So was I.
What?
Oh, I was just wondering what's supposed to happen now.
Well, I'm not sure. Were you expecting?
Oh, I hardly think so, in the circumstances.
No.
Not that I really want it, in the circumstances.
Quite.
Beastly idea altogether, really.
In the circumstances.
Yes. I was wondering if...
What?
Well, whether your circumstances were like my circumstances.
Sort of.
Oh.
Pretty silly all round, really.
Yes.
We single people ought to leave these staid married people alone.
Yes.
Much better doing our own thing.
In their own way.
You know, with our own sort.
Yes.
I'm quite happy in the piggery.
What's it like in the cow shed?
Oh, it's very nice in the cow shed.
Oh, I've always wanted to have in the cow shed.
Oh, well, I'll move into the piggery.
No. I couldn't throw you out in the piggery.
Oh, well, do you mind sharing the cow shed?
Oh, I wanted to share the cow shed ever since you pinched my taxi.
So have I. No, but I must warn you, I'm a very restless sleeper.
Oh, but who says you're going to get any sleep? After all, you must have your reward
What for?
for buying me another gorgeous coat.
Oh my God!